Chris with HobbyKing.com, and today we have the Turnigy Prop Modification Bullnosing Tool. Now, first thing you're going to ask is, what is bullnosing? Why do I need it? This is mainly geared for mini multi-rotors and FPV racers. Reason for bullnosing is a lot of frames out there are designed to have a maximum of 5-inch propeller. Problem is a lot of people are putting on larger motors like 2204s, which are powerhouses, which have way too much torque for that small of a prop. So to maximize the efficiency or the torque of that particular motor, as well as giving you a little bit more punch out, increasing the RPM with higher KVs, what they're doing is using a little bit wider or thicker paddle on that prop. In order to do that, what you need to do is cut down a larger propeller. Say take a larger, like a 12 or an 8 or a 9, and you take one of these props, and what you do is cut it down. It leaves a little bit of a sharp edge. They're definitely not the quietest prop out there, but they're stronger and they're more powerful than a standard propeller. And you can take a look at the difference. This is a bullnose style propeller that's been, the tips, it was a 6-inch that's been cut down, and then this is a standard 4-inch. You can see that that paddle is a little bit thicker, which is going to take advantage of that wasted torque of those little bit larger motors. That also allows you to maximize particular frames. Maybe the frame cannot clear a 6-inch propeller, but it can clear a 5.5-inch propeller. Well, people don't make 5.5-inch propellers, so they make 6 or 5. So you can take a 6-inch and just nip off the tips. And in the past, a lot of people were just doing that with a pair of scissors or a Dremel or trying to cut in it, going in there and rebalancing it, which was fine. What we've done, or actually what Turnigy has done, is created a tool that just does it for you. Exactly centers the prop, easily cuts through it, and when you're done, all you really need to do is always double check your balancer and propellers, throw them on there, and you're going to have the best, most efficient propeller you can for your package. Now, as far as efficiency, bullnose probably aren't the most efficient propeller out there, but they're definitely going to give you the most punch. And the other benefit, advantage of that is the hubs themselves. If we compare these two propellers, both 5-inch propellers, you'll see the hub difference of the larger 6-inch propeller compared to this one. Obviously, this propeller is going to withstand a little bit more hitting and knocks and bumps compared to this propeller. So you get a little bit better strength. It's going to have less flex in it because it has a thicker cord, and you get that thicker paddle, so you're going to use that advantage of that torque of that 22 series motor on those punch outs. Obviously, these smaller props being spun, they need to be spun a little bit faster, so they're usually used on a 4S setup as well. So bullnosing tool, let's talk about the tool itself. It's extremely easy. All you do on this is just take yourself a rotary tool like a Dremel or a cordless one like this. Most of them have a collar on there that you would take off to put different adapters on there. You just remove that collar so you've got that flat on there. This has a V-style centering in there. You just put that on there, tighten these up with an Allen wrench, and you just have the bore or the arm on there like that. Now, the other part of the tool is this heavy duty. It has a massive bearing. This whole thing is a bearing in there, and it's extremely precision. Extremely tight. It has to be to keep that propeller centered. It has a 5mm shaft, which is the common shaft used for the mini multi-rotors. If you're using a larger prop that you're bullnosing down, such as this 11, obviously this is going to be a 6mm shaft, so you just use those inserts that come with the prop to adapt it to the 5mm. So you just grab your 6-inch prop or your 7-inch prop or whatever you got, push it on down to the 5mm, put on your lock, run it on down, and then you just put this on into the tool. Take your measurements on what the maximum your frame is able to handle, and you just set this up and measure it out on here between the center of the tool to the tip of the prop, adjust it where you want it, and just lock it on down. From there, you just rotate the prop on through the cutting tool and just nip the tips off of it, and then you'll end up with something like that for the bullnosing itself. Now, when you do that, make sure you wear safety glasses, obviously, when you're using a rotary tool for your eye protection. Now, when cutting through props using side cutting tools on these rotaries, a couple different things. Carbon's normally actually like grinding style, those little diamond cutting style bits versus end mills, which will cause it to flake. On the plastics, use lower RPMs, or else it'll cause the tips to melt. Side cutting tools like end mills, deburring tools work perfect for this type of application. Like I said, on the carbon ones, use the grinding style and just go through it nice and slow, and you end up with an absolutely perfect propeller. But that's all it is. It's super easy. It's the new Turnigy bullnosing prop modification tool. It's up on the new items page. And as always, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We will see you guys next time.